So today, what we're going to do is we're going to get into Facebook ads. So we have had a whole slew of people that went through the training on how to set up retargeting ads to past customers and how to set up retargeting ads to the qualified agent lists that we have inside the CRM. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be going into Facebook and showing you how to set up a Facebook advertising account. And then we're going to show you how to take the Facebook advertising account and connect it to your loan officer CRM. But before we do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to refresh everybody on how to go into the loan officer CRM and make it so that anytime you add somebody to a workflow, when you add that person to the workflow, they are automatically added to the Facebook advertising account. So your ads for $5 a day retarget those people. So how to set up a retargeting audience on Facebook and how to make it so that anytime you add somebody to a workflow, they automatically go into that advertising audience. Now, the reason why we're doing this is because how many of y'all have bought leads before? I just put yes in the chat if you've bought leads before. Jeff was a definite yes. First hand up. Yep, bought leads. Awesome. James is a yes. Lynn is a yes. Richard is a yes. And Brad's a yes. And so I'm assuming when we say like purchased leads, that we went to like a lead vendor or a lead provider and they ran like Facebook ads or Google ads or that sort of thing. And it was like, or Zillow leads that came in, that sort of thing. And we learned on Breakfast Club this morning that the conversion rate on pretty much any of those leads is going to be around 1%. 1-2%. I mean, if you're doing 3%, you're crushing it, like crushing it. That means you got to get 100 leads to get 1, 2, or 3 closings out the bottom end. And it can take a long period of time. If anybody has any feedback on their experience with lead gen, I'd love to hear it. You can leave it in the chat or unmute your microphone and feel free to share with the group. But I've done, and feel free to cut me off, at any point through Build It with Chris. But I've done millions and millions of dollars in Facebook ads and Google ads, specifically in the mortgage industry, to generate leads. And I can tell you without a doubt, before we ever get to lead gen, we should be retargeting our past customer database, and we should be retargeting the qualified agents that we're making our calls to with the daily success plan. Because when you combine the ads with the phone calls and the follow-up text messages and emails that are going out through the workflows, the ads make everything perform even better. So that's what we're focused on. So because we're talking about Facebook ads today, like the Facebook ad platform, I don't want anybody to think, hey, we're going out and we're going to try and generate consumer direct leads from Facebook. That's not what we're doing today. What we're doing is we're going to Facebook to retarget our past customers and retarget qualified agents so that we convert more referrals from our database and more relationships with qualified agents. Everybody with me? Does that make sense? Okay, cool. So that is our agenda for today. Some quick housekeeping. If you are a member of the Loan Officer AI CRM and you need support, pop in the chat. So we have our incredible team here. We have Sachin, we have Justin, we have Sean, and we have a couple of other team members that are going to be popping in and out of the call. So if you need help with anything, they are here to help you. And they're also happy to hop on calls with you in order to walk you through whatever you need. And then we've got, roughly 3 to 4 hours of open office hour calls with the team every single day where you can hop in there and get support. So Amy, we have got you, and away we go. Brad says, my Facebook campaign starts today. Brad, I saw those ads that you sent over. Man, corporate did a nice job with those. They look great, eh?
I think they came out great. The question I have, though, really quickly is, I think you mentioned when we first were talking about this, that if we take our exported realtor list how does Facebook know? How does Facebook identify them as from the information we give them?
So what happens is the data gets what's called hashed, which means Facebook takes first name, last name, email address, and phone number. And it tries to find any one of those. So a first name, last name match, an email match, or a phone number match. And if they find any of that information, they'll match it back to the contact, but they do it through code, which is hashing. So Facebook doesn't actually see like the personal information of the person. It just is able to reference it against their database of people and match those people up. It's not 100%. Like I think the average match rate on an uploaded list right now that we put up is like maybe 75%.
Okay, so it's not going to be everybody.
No,
I mean, I
no,
think I've got in there right now, I think I've got about 800. And so this part that you're talking about today of any new ones that we add in, that's perfect for me. I don't know how to do that. I need to know how to do that.
yeah. So is just get the best quality data you can. So first name, last name, email address, phone number. If you
Well,
have
I'm getting
city,
it from Redder, so I'm hoping that's good enough.
oh yeah, the Redder data is phenomenal. Like
Okay.
yeah, from qualified agent data, it's the best out there that I've seen. So you don't have to do anything extra to it. You just add those people to the workflow, and it is what it is.
And Facebook will find them.
Yep, you got it.
Great. Okay.
Yep.
Is there going to be a way for me to like go back to within Facebook after the campaign started to find out how many of them are being targeted? How many of them are going to be found?
Yes. So you can go into the audience tab and it will actually show you like the size of the audience. So you're able to see like how many contacts you've uploaded and like how many
Yep.
contacts are actually in the audience section inside of Facebook.
Okay. Okay. Great. Thank you.
Again, is it accurate? Probably not.
No, I can imagine that. I mean, some of the I've been making calls from from the Redder stuff, and some of the phone numbers are wrong. Some of the, email addresses are old. So that's going to happen. I know that.
Oh yeah. It's yeah. Thank goodness we're not pulling in profile pictures and making sure those are recent in the last 3 months. Because yeah, that would be tough to do in the real estate industry. All right, cool.
Chris, one question for you. Chris, will your team help create the ad?
No, we will not. We'll help set everything up. We have ad templates for you. And we actually we've gone as far as putting the templates in Canva, and we will share that Canva with you. And then, but you go through and put your information on the ad templates and then put them into the account for you.
All right, perfect. Yep, because I got to focus on investment
Oh,
stuff,
cool.
investment properties. Okay, very good.
All right, awesome. As always, with Build It with Chris, this is designed to be informal. So at any point, unmute your microphone, and we are happy to help. And we're one big happy family. So if you can, and it's safe and appropriate, make sure you turn your camera on because it adds to the whole family feel here. Amy, you have a question?
Hi. Okay. Happy Friday. Okay. So 2 questions. Have you seen success? So I did it all. I followed everything and I got my list of my qualified agents and I had a couple of ads created for me.
Nice.
And then I got scared that I didn't know what I was doing and I didn't want to spend the money.
Yep.
And then I got some email from Facebook that said that my uploaded list might be not eligible for advertising to. Meta came out with that recently. So anyway, that's where I'm at with it. But I guess what I wanted to ask you is, well, number one, is that a thing? And number two, have you seen success with the loan officers marketing on Facebook to the qualified agents that they're calling? And do you have any data on is that working?
So the answer is yes. So does it work? Yes, but it's a long play. Think of it like 10 years ago, buying a spot on local television, and you get like a little 20-second ad that shows up on TV.
Right.
They're going to see it every so often. And it's just that brand awareness. It's like, oh, shoot. There's a company out there, Coca-Cola. Anybody here heard of Coca-Cola?
Yes.
Yes. Largest advertiser in the world.
Mm.
Is there anybody here on the call that doesn't know what Coca-Cola is? Anybody here that does? No? But still the largest advertiser in the world, because there's all of these crazy studies about recency and frequency. So those two things in the advertising world are like the magic sauce.
Okay.
Because the time between somebody has seen your advertising, between your advertisement and the opportunity to business that comes up, the shorter that time frame, the higher the likelihood that they're going to use you. So especially with your past customers, if they're only hearing from you 4 times a year,
Right.
that gap between the last time that they heard from you and the next time they heard from you, the referrals fall off, right? We all know when we call our database and you talk to somebody, normally the referrals that you get from them come in the next 2 to 3 weeks, and then it kind of like, you got to call them, remind them again, right?
Right.
The ads are there so that you don't have to make the calls, so that the referrals continue to come in. With the real estate agents, oftentimes what I found when I was networking with real estate agents, it was only like I converted the most amount of those relationships when they had a problem that I could solve for them. So they had a deal that was going south. They had an investor loan that their go-to lender couldn't do, or
Right.
there was some type of scenario. The ads make it so that only 4 or 5 days at any given time has gone by from the time that they've seen your brand. And it's there to get it to the point where they remember you so that they actually reach out to you. Does that make sense?
Yep. And so you're saying for an ad spend, we could probably spend like $3-4 a day
Yep.
to achieve that goal.
Yes. And so super weird thing. So we have ad accounts where they won't let us spend less than $5. And then I have other advertising accounts where I can spend $2.50.
Okay.
Same ad platform, same everything, but one is $2.50 and one is $5. It just kind of, it's weird. But $5 a day, $150 a month, convert one partner in a year because of the ads, and it's more than paid for itself. So it's definitely worth having out there.
Thank you.
No problem. Did that help?
Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
it did.
Okay.
A lot.
Awesome. Awesome. I know it's so scary to click the button the first time and know that people are going to see the ads and see the thing. It's like, I get it. It's super scary to turn a new ad campaign on. I still get that. And I, especially with these, because when you run a lead gen campaign, it's like turn the ads on, get leads, it's working. Where this is branding, it's a different style of advertising. So it feels like, $5 a day that, I could have a Starbucks for that. There's no immediate gratification of the ads, right? So, okay, we got it. Next up is Jerry. What's up, brother?
Hey, how y'all today?
Good.
So I'm working on a AI listing leads, qualified realtor appointments, and I'm using the Move To platform for the listings. All right.
Yep.
I've got it set up. I've got the people in there dripping, but one of the things I don't have in the defaulted template, right, is I would like to have a spot in there that would do a reminder to do a call. That was, tell me to make the call to these people after the first email or something like that. Is there a way to put something like that in that's going to trigger that for me to go in and make calls to these folks?
Yes.
That way that I'm reaching back out to this, because I put in several hundred of them out of the Redder system.
Yep.
And I've not got a relationship with them. So I want them to see something.
There's a plus button in the workflow.
Okay.
if you click on that plus button and then do a search on the menu bar on the right-hand side, you're going to search for manual call.
Okay, would you do it after the first email, or where would you think it would be the best? First or second email that goes out? Or before that?
I would call them once a week.
Once, oh, so after every email, call them.
Yep.
Okay, so if I click the plus, working, okay.
There
it
you go.
says
And Jerry,
search.
that's outside of what we're talking about on
Okay.
today's call.
I got you, I got you. But
You hammer away on that, and if you need help, you just hop in the chat and the team's got you, okay?
Yeah, yeah, and I'm just listening to what's going on because I'm trying to learn this up as best as possible, man.
You're rocking it. That's amazing. Okay, cool. And then Troy, and we will get into today's content.
Thanks, man. So on frequency, how each ad you have, what's the sweet spot for the amount of frequency you want to see?
Yeah, great question. The answer is 7.
7. Oh, wow.
7.
Okay.
Yep. And the reason being, so Facebook typically measures that over a 30-day window, I believe. And again, studies have shown that it takes an average of 7 advertisements or touch points for somebody to be able to recall a brand or a name. And so we want to make sure once a month we're at least in their feed 7 times so that we have the opportunity for them to remember your name, remember your face, see your content, and start to engage with you.
So each ad literally can probably go for about a month in. I mean, it's probably what I would ballpark to hit 7, right? Usually. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Cool. And if you think about it, if you put 7 different ad styles in there, you know, one is stories of success, you know, testimonials from your past customers, put some content pieces in there about, you know, how you help save a deal with another realtor, education about, you know, that most people don't know they can buy a house with 3% down, like put some educational content out there and then put the just ask out there. Like if you get 7 ads going in your workflow and your frequency is 7, they've never seen the same content twice because Facebook is rotating all the ads through the news feeds. So that's really powerful for them to see that scope of content from you on an ongoing basis. So thanks. Yeah, and your content's fantastic. So you're in, I mean, I think you're going to rock this.
Okay. Thanks, man.
No problem. Okay, let's dive into it. Everybody ready? We need a drum roll on this soundboard thing. Da-da-da. All right. So we're going to review. And again, at any point, unmute your microphone and stop me as we go through this process. But I want you to see very quickly how this works in a workflow. So you will add this to your workflows because this does not come in the standard templates that we give you. This is something extra that you're adding to the workflows to get them to work even better.
I'll be the guinea pig if you want me to.
Well, Brad, you're already set up, are you not?
I don't have it. I don't have the part where it automatically sends a new person into Facebook.
Got it. All right. So what's the name on your account, Brad?
Should be Brad Atwood.
What's your company name?
Mortgage Equity Partners.
Not Mortgage Equity Partners?
Nope, like you got it right there.
I'm just messing. I made a spelling mistake. All right, here we are. Okay, so we are in the account. We are in your automations, and we are looking for our which workflow are you using for your qualified agents?
For the power dialer. Well, you see, I've got one for the power dialer or the 12-month explosion. That's the one. That's the one that they first come into, right?
Okay, perfect. All right. So, Justin, what we'll have to do inside Brad's account is he's got about 900 contacts in this realtor flow. So each of those will have the tag that was applied on them when we put them into the workflow. So we're going to have to tag those people and add them to the custom audience in a one-time workflow that just gets uploaded. because I'm going to set it up so that anybody new that gets added to the workflow goes into the audience.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's 100% right.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay, cool. All right. So you can see that we have this amazing workflow here. And that Brad has this zoomed way out. Okay, so any workflow that you go into, just give me a second here.
I'm going to try to follow this, Chris, on my end to try to just set it up. Is that what we should be doing?
Yeah,
You know, because
totally okay.
I see my AI real estate lead magnet Facebook in the workflow, the Facebook comment. So I'm just in a draft mode, but nothing has been set up yet.
Correct. Yeah,
All right.
you got it. And the one that we're using, this one is for qualified agents that we're
Yeah.
using inside Brad's account. So it's the Realtor Referral Partner AI Explosion workflow.
Yep. Yeah. And I have close to 500 in mind. Should I be in that workflow?
Yep, that's right.
All right.
All right. So, and again, I'm just showing you where this goes, but we still have to set this feature up. So Brad, what we do is we click this plus icon here at the very top. So when these agents are loaded
Well,
into
those are
this
the ones that
workflow,
come in directly from Retter.
Correct.
When I import them, is it import or export? When I load them into the CRM,
yep,
this is where they're going automatically, right?
correct.
Okay, so this is the first spot, the first stop for them.
That's right. You got
Okay,
it.
and then the email campaign is working perfectly. I haven't gotten any response yet, but it's going out right on the nose.
Awesome. That's amazing. The phone calls are really where you're going to get the majority of the
Yeah.
results.
Oh, yes.
But they're overlapped. Again,
Yeah.
the octopus, right? We got
Yep.
the ads going out, phone calls going out, emails going out. It's all going to combine.
Yeah. The
Okay.
idea behind this Facebook ad campaign is to make awareness so that when I'm calling them, they know who I am.
Exactly.
Yep.
Awesome. Okay. So I've clicked the plus button here.
Yes.
And then over in actions, you can see I started to type Facebook up here at the top. And so it says Facebook add to custom audience. That is the workflow step or action that I want to put in here. So Facebook add to custom audience. So I'm going to click on that.
Okay.
Now it's going to ask me for my Facebook account ID.
It's that 37 number.
Okay. So you've already got your Facebook ad account hooked up.
Yep.
Okay. So for all of our users here, I'm going to continue through with these steps. If you don't have a Facebook account ID, all you need to do is connect Facebook to the CRM inside the integrations component. No, again, build it with Chris is all about being uncomfortable and seeing that this stuff works together. So I am going to go and do that. So Brad, I'm going to come back into this campaign.
Got it.
And I'm just going to, are you okay if I show everybody where your Facebook settings are?
Of course. Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thanks for being cool with it. All right. So over here, what I've done is I've gone out of that workflow. I'm in this menu bar on the left-hand side. And we're going to go to settings all the way down at the bottom here. Give it a second. My computer is very slow for some reason right now.
Hi, Chris. Try refreshing the page.
Thanks, Chin. The old turn it off and turn it back on again trick, eh?
Hey, Chin with the save. I love it.
What I wouldn't do, or what I couldn't do without our team. Our team is just world class, and I appreciate all y'all. So Sean and Justin and Sachin and everybody else that's here. I appreciate you all very much. So you can see we've now got settings down here in the bottom left-hand corner. So I've clicked on that, and then we are going to go to integrations here. So inside integrations, you can see we've got this Facebook and Instagram logo that comes up here. And if you don't have this set up, you're going to see this button that says connect or start integration. And so what you're going to do is you're going to click that button and you're going to put in your username and your password for your Facebook login. And that is your personal Facebook login that you have. And don't worry, we don't get access to your Facebook account. We're using it. There's a third-party identification that happens. You're actually logging into your Facebook account, and then it'll say, will you give permission to access your Facebook account through this app? You click yes on the yes, and then those two are connected, and then you'll see your account like this.
Sorry, Chris.
Then,
Did you say the one with the check mark is the one you hit?
so you want to choose the personal Facebook account
Okay.
that has access to your ads manager.
Okay, you said to hit connect to one of them. Was it this on the this Facebook piece right here?
That's right. Yep. The Facebook and Instagram logos, they should be side by side.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, awesome. Great question. So that is where you go and you do your integrations. Okay. If anybody gets stuck on that step, let me know. We'll take a look, and the team can dig into your account behind the scenes as well. So now we're going back to our automation.
I'm sorry, I have a question.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's good.
Do you know if there's a limit of how many people we can add to our audience on Facebook?
There is not. The bigger, the better.
Okay, perfect.
Yep, there is no limit.
Thank you.
No
Chris,
problem.
does the cost of the ad go up the bigger the audience? Is that a stupid question?
That is not a stupid question. That is a brilliant question. And
Okay.
no, your ad budget stays the same. So what will happen? So one of the questions that we had previously was about frequency. And frequency is just a measurement of how often people see your ads. So if you get a small group of people, your $5 a day is going to hit those people more often. The bigger the audience, the less often they'll see your advertisements, but your budget stays the same.
And there is that actual function in when we set it up where we can tell it how many times to show the ad to each person.
Yes.
Okay.
There is? You can
Yep.
say how many times to show the ad?
Yeah, and that's called your frequency cap.
Oh,
And you can put a frequency cap on your advertisements. It's one of the settings. I never mess with it because I want Facebook to show the ads as many times as possible because it's limited by the budget. And you can, in my opinion, you can't advertise too much to your past customer database or your qualified agents. And our budget's $5 a day. You have to keep in mind, there are e-commerce companies that'll spend $100,000 a day on Facebook ads, right? And get a positive return on investment. So we're not going to overcycle ads to our audience. It's like when we run $5 a day, Facebook's just like sliding us in when they're not taking money from the whales, for lack of a better phrase, but we're still getting our ads into the platform.
So Chris, as an example, what they're talking about, so I've got about, say, 1,500 Redder, 8 qualified agents. So I would be pushing all of them into this advertisement at $3 to $5 a day. And it's going to vary based on what Amy said.
That's right, Glenn.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, you got it. And that's amazing. You're already up to 1,500 qualified agents. Dude, that's awesome, Glenn.
Yay!
Yeah.
It'll be awesome when they start referring. Yay!
Right?
That's it.
That's the best
Keep making
part.
those calls. Week 7, there's a magic thing that happens at week 7 when you're making those calls. And this is just helping you get that wet ice on wet ice effect of just making those conversations smoother.
Thanks, Chris.
Chris, from the beginning, I think I missed that step when you're under the trigger or, at the workflow, the plus sign. Is that
Yes.
assign the user or email, or wait, there's like 3 plus signs?
Don't worry, I got you. So
All right.
we're back inside the workflow here. We've gone to settings. We've connected our Facebook account. So our Facebook account is now connected to the loan officer CRM.
Mine was set up right, correct?
Yes, yours
Okay,
was
good.
set up correctly. You got it.
Okay, Chris, I'm sorry. Like Brad's, the way his in automations is stated, mine doesn't state anything like that. So they have to be in something, just not labeled the way his is, correct? So his is saying the realtor referral partner AI. I don't see that in automation.
Okay.
I'm taking a look in there for you now, Glenn.
Thanks.
Awesome. Okay. Thank you, Justin. And the reason for that is it used to be called the executive recruiter. And we renamed it when we added the AI to it. But anyways, Justin's in your account in the background there, and he'll make sure that workflow is there for you.
Okay.
Now, the way that this is set up, when you import the contacts from Retter, so the qualified agent list, when you click that button, you import them into the loan officer CRM by clicking the button inside the software. They're automatically coming into this workflow.
Okay.
So now we're going to add them to the Facebook custom audience. So we're going to click on this plus sign.
The first one?
Yes, the first one. It can be under assigned to user. And again, you can add as many things to this workflow as you want. So you can tag them specifically. Any automation that you see here in actions, you can add to this workflow, and they will all run as soon as you apply the trigger or the tag to these contacts, or you add them to the workflow. So I'm going to type Facebook here, add to custom audience. So we're back where we started. Facebook ad account ID. This information is being pulled from your Facebook ad account because we connected it in the settings. Mm-hmm. So Brad starts in 3.7. So we're going to click on there. Yeah. And then Facebook customer audience ID. He's already got his audiences set up inside his Facebook account. So we've got one labeled qualified agents and one labeled past customers. We want these to go into the qualified agent advertising audience. So we're going to click on qualified agent. So now anybody that's dropped into this workflow is going to be sent to the qualified agent audience inside Facebook. We're going to click save.
That's going to skip. I won't have to add them to my Excel spreadsheet.
Correct.
They're going to automatically get put in there.
That's right.
Oh, Jesus. That's great.
You caught me on the I didn't get you on the sound effects on the edit on that one, Brad, but that's okay.
Sorry about that.
It's okay. It's okay. So, but huge time saver, right?
Yes.
So now we figured it out last week. It is 7 clicks of the mouse to go into the software, select the qualified agents in your market, and import them into the CRM campaign. And now they're going to come into this workflow and automatically be added to the Facebook audience and start seeing your ads on Facebook. You don't have to do anything with Facebook from this point forward. It's all just set up and running.
And it was really just as simple as hitting one of those plus signs and adding that, yep.
Yep. Now, this is the easy part. Okay. The difficult part, which we're going to spend the remainder of the call on, is actually going into Facebook ads and setting up the audience.
Right.
So I'm going to throw a flag here, a caution flag, even though this is not a contact sport. And we're going to say, just follow along for this part. Okay.
Do you want to hit the save workflow up there?
Yeah, I got you. And while we're waiting for that, so just follow along. We have the recording for you. It's more important for you to see from start to finish so that your brain understands the workflow. Because if you're trying to do two places at one time, your brain won't remember the whole flow of the thing. So stay with me inside Facebook ads, because it'll actually make it easier when you go in to set this up. And then obviously you have the recording inside the MMA website for all of this. If there's anybody here that's not a Loan Officer AI CRM member, if you just raise your hand in the chat, everything that we're building is inside the Loan Officer AI CRM. And I would be remiss if I didn't say this is just what I believe the best marketing platform in the mortgage industry. So if you want information on that or to try out the risk-free first 30 days, just go to loanofficercrm.ai. So loanofficercrm.ai. Sean, if you could put that in the chat so people can click on it and go to the website. It's $297 a month. And you're protected by a 30-day 100% money back guarantee. We'd love to have these. We'd love to see you on the inside.
And I'm not a paid advertiser, and I think it's amazing. And I don't know Jack.
I think I think it's great as well. I think this is so powerful. It's incredible. Yep.
Oh, thank you guys.
The only problem is guys like Brad is too good. He's already far along. You need a novice guy like myself to start.
Yeah, but Glenn, I signed up for this in February.
Okay, you're still a smart guy, Brad.
And he's a great learner too, which helps a lot. Yes, okay, so thank you guys. I sincerely appreciate that. So we're going to spend our time here inside Facebook. So we've gone to ads.facebook.com, and I do sincerely appreciate the kind words. The team and I work incredibly hard on this stuff, and we really do care about your experience. So the positive feedback goes a long way. So we sincerely appreciate it. So our browser is going to crash here, and so we're going to try just one moment here. So we've gone to ads.facebook.com. And this is what we're talking about when we're talking about Build It with Chris. This is the technical issues. When we're working with technology, you see these promotional webinars about, oh, hey, just, click here and it works. Build It with Chris is all about like, oh, when you're building this stuff, browsers freeze, things break. That's all part of it, but you can still do it. You can do it. And, we struggle with the same thing, and click along. So here we are. We've rebooted in a new browser window, and we are inside the ads manager. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head into our advertising account.
Chris is the first one. Data.
Thank you, Sachin. So what you just saw me do is a process that you're going to have to go through because your personal Facebook account has to be connected to your ads manager. So it is possible when you get to this step and you go to log into ads manager for the first time, it's going to ask you to connect your business manager account to your personal Facebook. It's all good. It's literally like 4 buttons that you've just got to click through on Facebook. And all you're doing is you're saying, okay, I'm verifying that this is my personal Facebook profile and this is me, and I'm taking responsibility to pay for the advertisements that are going on inside this Facebook business profile. So your personal Facebook profile gets connected to your Facebook business profile. So you have a personal profile and a business profile. Your business profile has your business page and your ads manager account. None of those are connected to your personal profile. Your personal profile just verifies like, hey, I'm a real person, I'm a business, and I want to do businessy stuff on Facebook. So it's like, I'm not just using Facebook for pleasure. I want to run a business on Facebook, and your business Facebook account has your business page and has your ads manager account attached to it. So all you're doing is telling Facebook, hey, I want to be able to get to my business tools when I log into my personal Facebook account. You connect them. You only ever have to do it once, and then they're all connected. Once you go through that step, you're going to log into your ads manager. It's going to look the exact same as this one here. There's this menu over on the left-hand side. You hover over top of it, and it pops out this menu. So see there, it went from tiny to less tiny. Still tiny though. And then we go into audiences. So we're going to click on audiences over here on the left-hand side. Again, if this is your first time running ads on Facebook, they want to make sure that you're not, and I'll say this with all, give me a little bit of grace on this one, but political advertisements for things that legally you're not allowed to advertise, and people will try and get that stuff through on Facebook and try to advertise people that they're not supposed to. So Facebook has to put a limitation on your account until you prove to them that you're not engaged in shenanigans. Basically, there's like a shenanigans check for the first like 15 or 30 days, right? Totally cool. Keeps us all safe. Frustrating, yes, but great in other ways. So when you go to upload this audience, it might go to you and say, hey, you need to run ads on Facebook for 15 days before you can upload a custom audience. Great, no problem. Again, take as small a budget as you possibly can. $2.50 if it'll let you get away with it, or $5 a day. Just target the general interest of people that are interested in mortgages and just show them your face for 10 or 15 days until Facebook says, okay, you're out of Facebook compliance watching, and you can go ahead and upload your audience, right? Some of you might have to go through that process. Some of you may not. Again, it's kind of random whether they make your account go through it. So once you're through that, you click on create audience up here in the left-hand side. So we've gone to this menu bar, we've clicked on audiences. We're going to create an audience. We are going to create a custom audience. For those of you that are advanced users, Dave, you might actually find this interesting. Is Dave still here? I can't see the audience, but these lookalike audiences are actually really cool. So when you get your Redder list of qualified agents up in the system and you're like, hey, I'd like a little bit more exposure to realtors in my marketplace, you can create a lookalike audience based off the custom audience of realtors that you've got. And Facebook will start expanding your advertisements to people that are outside of that realm. So I know you're kind of advanced at this stuff, so I thought you might find that interesting. We also have somebody who's targeting investor type people. And I know we've had a couple of people come in like, hey, I target people that do fix and flips and want fix and flip financing and stuff like that. If you've got an audience of past customers that have gotten fix and flip loans from you in the last year, you can upload them as a custom audience and create a lookalike, and Facebook will go out and find all of the people on Facebook that are like them. And so you can say, hey, match, and Facebook goes out and looks at, okay, what do they like? What business pages do they like? What are all the things that these people like? And they'll start to expand your audience to people that are like the people that you've already done business with. It works. So worth testing when you're ready to start expanding your audiences out. For now, we're going to click on create audience, custom audience. We're going to click on custom audience. It's going to ask us for a source. You can see we can do website and all of the other stuff. People that watch your videos on social media, people that have submitted one of your lead forms, all kinds of cool stuff. Even people that like your Facebook page. So you can retarget the people that like your Facebook page. We're going to go with customer list. So we're going to click on customer list up here. We're going to click on next. It's going to give us the outline of how we need to import this information to them. So it gives you all the identifiers that you can put in here so you can get as many data points as possible on people. Again, for us, we want first name, last name, email, phone number. Anything else is kind of like a bonus, right? So you're going to click on next. And then it's going to ask you to upload your first list. So any qualified agents that you have, you're going to put them into a spreadsheet. First name, last name, email, phone number. Just get that information. You can also just paste your data right in here by clicking paste comma separated values. So you can literally just copy the spreadsheet and then paste it in here. I like to upload the list just because it allows you to verify the information in the next step.
The first time I did this, Chris, I exported the list from Redder and it went into a CSV list, an Excel spreadsheet list. And that was the file that I uploaded right there.
Awesome.
But from now on, I won't have to do that step again, right?
That's correct. Yep.
Got it. Thank you.
So
Awesome.
Chris, why did you say to Justin earlier that he needed to go do a separate little workflow to grab the existing 800 to put in there?
Because we're using the CRM to do this step because the audience had already been created inside Facebook. So we're just using the CRM because once we have this audience in here.
Okay. Or Brad can take his load files, right, and do what you're doing right now.
Correct. Yeah. Stripping out all data other than first name, last name, email, phone number, city, state.
Okay.
Yeah. So I have a CSV up here and I'm going to click on next. And you have these two little columns. So this is as mapped and this says action needed. And they kind of gray this out and make it hard to see. And it looks like, so I just grabbed a random list from my computer and it didn't have first name, last name, but underneath action needed, it'll show you what the information is. So I'm going to go back one step and we'll get rid of this and I'll get you one that actually, here, give me just 1 second. All I'm doing is clicking on upload file. Okay. And voila, we are back to the magic. So down here where it says name your audience, it's going to be your file. And you want to name this, if it's qualified agents, put qualified agents. If it's your database, put database so that you can know when you select the audience, when you're running ads to it, who's going to see the ads. But you also want to put the date. So this is qualified agents. And then I would put the month and then the year. And that the reason why is when you go back to look at your audiences, you can always find the most recent audience, which is going to be the largest, right? And you're not accidentally advertising to a list that doesn't have all of your contacts in it. So sort them by date by naming them by the date. So then you're going to click on next. And you can see here, we've mapped two columns, the email and the phone number. So Facebook was smart enough to look at the spreadsheet and be like, okay, these are all emails. These are all phone numbers. Check, check. We've got it. There's 5 actions needed here. So this, you can see it says first name, but it got confused for some reason. It says do not upload. Well, I want the first names in there. So I'm going to click on this do not upload button and I'm going to select first name because that's what's in there. This one's last name. So our first contact in there is Testy McTesty, which is a fantastic last name there. And then we also have referral partner information in there. We don't need to upload that information. So any information that you don't want to upload, you just leave here and it says do not upload. So the information we have mapped now is first name, last name, email, phone number. We are good to go. And I'm going to click import and create. So now our database is up. We have our audience inside Facebook. And now it says your customer list is hashed, which means Facebook doesn't actually get the information. It just gets the computer data on that and uploaded. So we are good to go. So now we can create a lookalike audience, which we just talked about, create an advertisement or create another custom audience. So basically we're done at this point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on create an ad. Because now we can take our ads that we get from corporate or that we get from the Canva template, and we're going to load those into an ad campaign that just targets these people. And I'm actually going to back out of here because obviously y'all know you can create the audience and then click create an ad. But if you're coming in here for the first time, so you went in, you uploaded your list, and then you got busy. You went out, did something else. Now you're coming back to Facebook. So you can create a brand new campaign. There's 3 tabs across here: campaigns, ad sets, and ads. Make sure that you're in campaigns. And then you want to click the big green create button up here in the top left-hand corner. So we're going to create a brand new campaign or advertising campaign inside Facebook. So we upload our audience, and our CRM is going to be uploading that audience as we pull in contracts from Reddr. And now we're setting up the ads that are going to be shown to the people in that audience. And again, once we have this done and set up once, the CRM automatically adds the contacts to the audience, and Facebook automatically shows the ads. Unless you want to update the ads, you can just kind of let it run. Invest your $5 a day and just let it work in the background. So now, the type of advertisement that we want is we want to run awareness ads. Now, again, for our advanced users, inside the LOCRM, our AI that we've programmed for the mortgage industry can respond to comments on your Facebook page. It can also send direct messages to people that interact with your Facebook page. So if you're looking for interactions and engagements from people, and then having your bot follow up with those people, you would run an engagement campaign. We're actively doing that here at the Mortgage Marketing Animals through the Connection Incorporated brand. And we have loan officers that are seeing our posts on Facebook with videos of like, hey, want to learn about AI? Comment below. All of the comments that go back are written by AI. Anybody that comments on one of our advertisements then gets a DM from us that says, hey, it's Chris. Thanks for commenting on the ad. Would you like to set up a one-on-one call where we walk you through the program? Right? So think about that workflow. That's something that you have access to and can automate inside the CRM. So if you want to get super advanced with it, you can do that with an engagement ad. But right now, we just want realtors seeing our face, seeing our testimonials, and seeing our content. So we're going to run an awareness ad. We're going to click on continue. And what we've done is we've just picked the algorithm that we're going to use inside Facebook. So it's going to show the ads to build awareness around your brand. If I was to select leads, it's going to show the ads to people in the list that are used to filling out lead forms. Facebook looks at the behavior of what people do on Facebook and shows ads to people based on what you pick in the first section. So now we've set the campaign, and now we're going to go down here. We are technically not in a special advertising category because we're not advertising our loan products. What we're advertising is relationships. Okay. So you don't need to worry about the special ad category because of the type of ads. If we were going consumer direct and saying, hey, get a mortgage from me, you would have to declare yourself as a special ad category. But because we're just advertising our brand to realtors, you don't have to do that. Advantage Campaign Budget Plus, don't worry about this. And then A/B testing, also don't worry about this. Okay, these are both for like lead generation style campaigns. So now we're going to name our ad set. This is who are we targeting with the ads? So we've picked the algorithm of the campaign type, awareness, and now who are we going to show the ads to? So these are qualified agents. And then I always like to put V1 because this is version 1, because I'll come back and run different sections or different campaigns with different ideas behind them to see which ones really resonate with the audience. So I know this is version 1. The awareness, you want to maximize the reach of the advertisements. So we want them to see our ads. Facebook page, this is where you're going to select the business page that people are going to see as the person who's running the advertisements. So when people see these posts on Facebook, again, it's not your personal Facebook profile. It's your business page. So you select your business page here. And then the cost per results goal, we leave that blank. The algorithm figures all that out. Again, we're limiting it by the daily budget of $5 a day. So we don't need to go cost per result goal, because that's only if you're trying to scale a campaign and spend as much as possible. So we're just leaving ours at $5 a day. Dynamic creative, we leave off, because what that does is it rotates your ad copy and your images and your descriptions from all the different ads that you have in here, and sees which combination works better. Well, some of our ads are testimonials, some of our ads are call to actions, some of our ads are branding and awareness. If it starts moving images and copy, it doesn't make sense, because you'll get content with a testimonial and Facebook will mash that together. So dynamic creative, leave that turned off. Daily budget, $5 a day. We're going to try and get this approved for $2.50 for Amy, and we're going to see what happens. Start date and end date. We're going to start it today. We are not going to put an end date on it. So the ads are just going to run. If you want to run this for 30 days, come back, check on it. You can set a date for 30 days in the future, set yourself a calendar reminder, come back and check on it and turn it back on. But we just let ours run for $5 a day. Audience controls. This is where you set the location of where you want the ads to show up. So we're going to click on edit, and you are going to select the city or state that you're going to be targeting. Keep in mind, our audience is a custom audience of just people in the list. So you could technically just choose United States, because we're only going to advertise to people that are in the list. So it doesn't really matter where the location targeting is. In order to set that, you click here under search locations, you type in the state that you're in, get rid of anything else that Facebook has put in there, and you are good to go. Now,
So Chris, just real quick,
Yes.
you had mentioned at $5 a day, you're doing this with this awareness program that we're running ads. Is this going to be a continual thing, or is it just 30 days, or is it you just going to keep letting it run?
It is a continuous thing, and you just let it run at $5 a day. Does that help?
Okay, so because we're adding more people to our list. Yeah, I think so, but is it, we're adding more people to this list all the time, right?
Correct.
Also, Glenn, keep updating your ad assets like images and ad copies like that.
And that just keeps it fresh,
Yeah.
right? So every couple of months, like if something happens in the industry, interest rates, you get great content from Breakfast Club, you take that content, put it in here. But what it does is it makes it so that, like, if you're posting on social media to generate engagement from real estate agents, and you post on social media and 30 people see it, well, that's it. 30 people saw it, and you got to post again tomorrow to try and get more reach for more people. When you take that post, put it in the advertising account and say, hey, show this post to these real estate agents, it's cycling it in front of the right people every day. So it makes it so that you're not on this like hamster wheel of social media content all the time. It's recycling your content in front of the right people, but you want to keep it fresh, right? Every 60 days, go in, and as the market changes, you just update the content that you're putting out there in front of those agents, but the ads are just making sure that they actually see it. Does that make sense?
Like adding a new pair of socks to the dryer, it's already going.
But put two in, only one comes out. Where do they go? Where do the socks go? So, but yes, it's just like a dryer that's already running. All right. So then underneath here, there's this little button. So you've chosen United States for the targeting. And then there's this little button here that says show more options directly underneath the map. So you're going to look underneath the map It'll say add locations in bulk directly underneath there. It says show more options. You're going to click on that. And it's going to say, where are we here? Show more options. This is an exclusion of the audience. Sachin. There it
yes,
is. Okay. So it's actually up here in an even smaller saved menu up here that says use saved audience. And this is where we want to put database or qualified agents, whatever you've named your list here. And away you go. Give me just 1 second, folks. This menu has shifted around. I want to make sure that I'm telling you the right thing. So we've done awareness. We've done our budget. We're in our audience settings.
Not for nothing, this process right here that you're going through right now was the toughest part for me.
Yeah.
Chris, try to search the list under the custom audiences search box.
Yeah, this right here. But Sachin, this did not show up the last time that I was in this box. And I want the members to be able to see this and find this. But this is the box that you're looking for. So custom audiences, and then search existing audiences. And you can see here, this is the custom audience that I just uploaded. Qualified agents, October 2024. So that's what you're looking for. It says custom audience, customer list, and then you select the customer list that you uploaded. And then the locations that you want, you only want to be advertising in your state, basically. Again, all of that's done by the list.
Wait, Chris, spot in your state. I'm starting to connect with agents in different states throughout the Northeast for me, and I'm going to start spreading it. But for now, New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania, different, and even down Maryland and further. But wouldn't it be throughout the US, my ad will be seen?
Yep, absolutely. Yeah. So you would just select United States.
Okay.
Yep. Again, all of this targeting is done by the list, not any of these settings. You can set this as broad as you want.
Okay. All right. US is perfect for me, the entire US.
Awesome. And then placements, choose where your ads appear across Meta. You want Advantage Plus placements. That means Facebook chooses the placements, which will put you in the Facebook newsfeed, the Instagram newsfeed, Reels, Stories, and all of the other websites that Facebook runs ads on as well. So you'll actually get like banner ad placements on websites and all that good stuff. So
and this runs 7 days a week. It's not like a Monday to Friday. It's the weekends also.
That's right. And again, that is a setting once you have it running that you can go in and set and say, hey, only show my ads between 9 and 5 Monday to Friday if you want, or it can just be on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and Facebook will choose the times to that are best to show your advertisements.
Yeah.
And this is going on the agent's personal page, right?
Correct. Yeah. So the agents are surfing their personal Facebook, but they're seeing an ad from your business page.
It has to come from the business. It has to come from my business page. It can't come from my personal page.
That's right.
But it's going to go to their personal pages.
That's right. Yes, you got it. Yes. See, that's why I love Build It with Chris. The Q&A and the interaction of because if somebody has the question, chances are 5 other people have the same question. And it's these little, when I'm shooting these training videos, I just go, right? To stop and take the time so that everybody understands it is super valuable. So I really appreciate the questions.
And they say the weekends are even better because the agents, they could be off or just doing different things. And this stuff pops up on their page on the weekends when more people are checking their social media.
There you go. Yeah, absolutely. So I've clicked the button in the bottom right-hand corner, said next, and this is where we create the ad itself. Now, we don't have time to go through the full ad creation, but what you do here under ad name is you name. There's 4 types of advertisements. So so it's teach, tell, touch, sell. Teach, tell, touch, sell. Same framework for sending our emails and all that wonderful stuff. You can also think of that is teach is your authority-based content. So videos, blogs, education. You just want to prove to that top performing real estate agent that you are an expert in mortgages and what's happening in the marketplace. It's like, think of yourself as like a business news broadcaster. Get out there, tell them what's going on, hold the mantle of authority, educate. So teach. Touch. This is personal content. Hey, I have a family too. This is like, I'm stoked for tomorrow morning at 7:30 in the morning because I'm coaching hockey, right? Little selfie of me with the kids on the ice and put that out there. I'm a real person just like you. I'm in the local community. You want to touch their heartstrings. You want to show them you're a real person, right? So you teach them, you educate them, mantle of authority. You touch their heartstrings a little bit by showing them you're a real person, telling personal stories, that sort of thing. 5-star ratings and reviews, right? This is building authority. And that is really telling them like, hey, I'm an expert. Here's all these clients that I work with. Here's screenshots of my 5-star ratings and reviews on my Google profile. Like, if you're looking for a lender that provides a 5-star experience, it's me. And then the last one is sell. And selling is, hey, I'm looking for real estate agents that are doing big things in the marketplace that I align with. And I'd love to reach out if you have any questions about mortgage. I'm looking forward to speaking with you. It's like, give your call to action. Keeping in mind, when you reach out to them, they can see, oh, hey, you're looking to only find real estate agents that you vibe with, that you have a connection with, that you align with on core values. They see that in your social media advertising, and then they get a phone call, and we're using Steve's script of, hey, I see you. You're doing amazing things. I'd like to hear why you're amazing. I just want to set up a quick 15-minute call, see if there's alignment here, right? So they see the ad, and then they're like, oh, I'm one of the real estate agents that got selected to see if there's an alignment here. So again, builds the brand, right? So those are the 4 styles of ads that you want to run. In order to run them, you come down to the ad creative section, add media. This is where you upload the photos from Canva or the videos, which again, you can shoot on your smartphone and just directly upload right to the ad media platform. So you click add media, add video or add image. It is the exact same as uploading an image or a video to Facebook. Exact same process. Then your text option, you are going to write the primary text of your ad, which again, we have in the document for members that you can basically like copy and paste, but put your information into the actual advertisements. There are 5 of these. So you can add 5 different text options in here for that style of ad. Keep in mind, do this for this type of ad. So let's call this testimonials, right? You would then write 5 different versions of testimonials. And then you would create a new ad that talks all about, teaching them. So you would have a separate ad for teaching, and you could have 5 different variations of text for teaching, but they all have to match inside the ads. So you basically go through this ad creation process 4 times. You don't need to worry about event details, languages, or tracking. And then you're ready to publish. So once you have your copy for what's going to go in your ads and the images that go along with the ads, you click on publish and you're done. Right? So it's literally all you're doing is creating 5 Facebook posts here. You're clicking add media and you're uploading photos or videos. Ad copy goes here and you click on publish. Once you've done that, you've got your audience inside Facebook, and all of the leads that you import into that workflow in the CRM are automatically going into the audience inside Facebook, and they're going to see these ads. So that was a heck of a class. And I apologize that we are 11 minutes over on time. And we are happy to help with this inside the Facebook group and inside the members' resources. So we will take one or two questions. Oh, we got some hands up. All right, Todd, my man.
Hey, Chris, just real quick, I have a buddy that has a huge database of 5,000 past clients.
Nice.
Would this be the type of thing you'd want to do to bring back, name awareness, recognition, stuff like that, for those folks too?
Yes, 100%. But
And what would that cost to do?
Yeah,
same $5 or whatever.
Yep, $5 a day. Yep. And then it's like your value to the relationship is giving him like, hey, here's this opportunity for you. I've got this training. Let me come over to your office. We'll spend a little bit of time together and we'll watch this training and we'll go through it together. Let's see if we can pound this thing out. Obviously spend a little bit of time ahead of time so you know what buttons to click and you're prepared to go in there, and then just sit with them in the office and use that as an opportunity to just ask.
Okay, cool. And then so this would also be for the audience of actual, previous borrowers too, right? Okay, cool.
100%.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah. You can do it on old leads as well. Like you can take old Zillow leads, load them into this campaign and just start showing ads that are designed for lead gen. But again, that's a different conversation for a different day. Great to have you on the call, Todd. It's always great to see you, brother. Chad.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I got a couple questions here. Okay, so does the lookalike audience look at the original list that we uploaded? Like if I'm trying to create a lookalike audience, does it look at let's say I uploaded a list on 8/8, but since then I've downloaded more Redder people and I've got the connect to Facebook thing that you just added to Brad's account, right? Does it look like, if I set that up, does it look at my original list, or will it look at also the people that I've added?
It will look at the people as you add them.
Also, okay, not the original list.
Yep.
Okay. And then can we look at, like when we're doing a lookalike audience, can we choose specific states that we're licensed in versus the whole United States?
Absolutely.
Okay, perfect. And then last question, where do you, early on the call, you had said we can see the audience numbers, like who is viewing this? Where can we see that?
So that is in the audiences section. So I will be, Aldi, I see you, and we will get to you in just a moment here. So we are going to go to audiences over here in Facebook on the left-hand side. And all right, so see how I've hovered over it? So I've gone audiences and I hover over.
Yeah.
So you can see this lookalike audience of past and present customers is a 1% lookalike. So find me the 1% of people on Facebook that are like our customers. And you can see there's 2.7 million people in this audience.
Wow.
Just by hovering over top.
Okay.
Cool.
Yes. Thank you.
Hey, my pleasure. Right on. And great questions. And Aldi.
Hi, me again.
It is all good. Round us out.
So I was following along as you were doing building everything. And so I was able to add the tag to contacts I already have in the CRM, so they would go into the audience. I do have a question. In the list, in the CRM, I had 1,800 people, but only 1,000 went into the audience. They are all in the workflow, so the workflow is working good. But the audience on Facebook says it added 1,000 rows, so like it only added 1,000 people.
So it's not instant. It takes time for Facebook to run through, and I honestly think it updates as people log into Facebook, because you'll watch the audience size go up over time. So if you come back in a week, that list will be larger. That's just on the first initial run through, how many people they were able to find. So well, that's about right, because that's about a 60% match rate on the contacts because you uploaded 1,800, you got 1,000. So that will go up a little bit over time. But you did it right. And that's amazing that here we are an hour in and you've got it up and running. That is amazing. Great job.
Thank you.
Cool. Awesome. Was that useful and valuable? Everybody
That
had a
was
good
fantastic, Chris.
Yep.
Absolutely fantastic as always.
Awesome. Right on. Okay, everybody. Happy Friday.
See ya.
Hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Looking forward to seeing you on Breakfast Club on Monday morning.
Thanks, Chris.
All right. Have a good one.
Good weekend.